Welcome to The Common Fan, your go-to podcast for SEC smack talk, top 25 game day predictions, and fan-first football takes in college or the NFL. Here is your host, Bryce Tillman. So grab a drink, pull up a chair, and let's talk ball.
What's up, everybody? It's another episode of The Common Fan. I'm your host, Bryce Tillman, and thank you so much for making us a listen every single freaking day, baby. Let's get it. It's another breakdown of an SEC team, and today we're going to be covering the Ole Miss Rebel Black Bears, Land Sharks, whatever you want to call them. I don't care. Joining me as always is my co-host Cameron Williams and my co-host Kyle Dewitt. Glad to have y'all on. And today, boys, we're going to be talking about the Ole Miss team that just happened to dominate every aspect last year in SEC play and out of conference, besides when it mattered. And we can blame that on the coach. We can blame that on the play calling. We can blame it on whatever you want to. But it's a new year, and they didn't make it last year. And, boys, we're going to see if they're going to make it this year. We are going to break it down today. What y'all think about the Ole Miss Rebels, and where do they stand right now in y'all's opinions?
So I have two things. First thing, the intro that you have for yourself is top tier. I need a little bit more energy out of you to get me and Cam involved. Okay.
You're right.
Second thing.
You're right.
Second thing. Ole Miss and Lane Kiffin, whatever his name is.
Shout out Cable. Come on, let's go, Cameron.
I think they're still going to be good. I think they're still going to have a lot of talent. I'm interested to see what Austin Simmons is going to do. We've talked about it enough. There's 5 or 6 SEC teams that have brand new quarterbacks. So it's going to be dependent on how he plays, how everybody responds around him, how tough the defense is. I think they're going to be solid. I think they got a little disrespected on people, to be honest.
Yeah. No, I'm with you. This is a new team. I mean, they hit the transfer portal hard. But all I know is that we have 11 days, boys, 11 days till college football's back. Last weekend without a college football game, it's here. It's time for people to put up or shut up. Let's see what they've been hyped about all year. I'm ready for it.
Ain't no doubt.
Yeah, and so when we're talking about Ole Miss, right, I mean, I don't know the exact number of how many people transferred out of this program last year. I do know they had a running back transfer to Southern Miss, and a couple others that transferred different places that I was looking at earlier. But they had 8 players get drafted in the NFL last year. 8 players from Ole Miss. They had several signed as free agents. I mean, that's – wow. I mean, hey, props. Good job, Kiffin. You're sending people to the league, buddy. But you ain't got no hardware on your hand besides when you was with Daddy Sabin. And that's what he needs to refer to him for the rest of his life.
He did say on one of his media days, he said, I miss my old coach. Dude, I would too. It's Sabin. He's the GOAT.
Yeah.
He spends his pastime now in hot saunas and playing pickleball. So he's cooping with it pretty bad, I guess.
Hey,
Sabin?
Question for y'all.
Sabin's playing pickleball?
Kiffin.
Oh,
Kiffin,
I was like,
no, hold on. Kiffin's
buddy.
ripping lips, dude. Kiffin is ripping lips. He's deep sea fishing. That's my kind of guy. Question for y'all real quick, harping on Bama. The rumors about Sabin, did y'all even believe them at all?
Coming back to coach?
Yeah.
Yes.
Nah.
Yes, I believe
Crazy. You crazy.
Look,
No, I didn't.
Let me touch on this for a second. Boys,
Buddy was not coming back.
Let Bryce eat real quick. Let him eat real quick. Look,
eat
let me
some
tell you
celery
something.
sticks.
Let me tell you, I need to, buddy. I need to. Let me tell you, I did think Sabin was going to – I do still, in my heart, think Sabin will come back to coaching one day. I don't think it'll be college football, though.
He won't do NFL.
No.
He's got
Miss Terry is taking care of Sabin. She's saying, come here, Daddy. You chill out. Go do your little ESPN show. Go talk a little bit. Come back home. Let's get on the lake.
Kyle,
exactly.
You can chain a real dog up, baby. You can chain him up. You can feed him T-bones every day. You can give him lemonade instead of water. But a real dog going to get out. He going to eat, baby. And that's what Sabin is. Look, Sabin had a terrible stint in the NFL. In his career, he had a terrible stint, and it's like a toothache in him. He can't stand it. He's got to get rid of it. Look for Nick Saban to come somewhere in the NFL one day to be a coach before he is gone on, and he's either going to join Hitler or join Jesus, one of the two. I don't know. But the way he done me my whole life, I can tell you where I'd send him, but that ain't very ugly. That ain't very nice, excuse me. But
Hitler or Jesus.
The bottom line is don't count Saban out yet. And then that's a good debate. We could do a little bonus show on that one day.
Hey, 2 points of that. 2 points on that. Miss Terry is not letting that happen. She's done. She wants him out when he's on top. And then on the second part of that is college game day. Lou, he's gone. He's got big shoes to fill, and they have not found a better person to take Lou Holt's spot than Nick Saban. And that's going to be where –
perfect replacement.
Yes. All right, look, we are hitting left field right here. I will say, though, Steve Spurrier would be a good person to get on there one time, too. So
Not John Gruden. Not John Gruden.
Sorry about that. I had a dog barking.
No, that's cool, man. That was Saban telling you he ain't done yet. Listen.
Yeah,
a dog in him.
All right, so Cameron, we're going back to Ole Miss. So we want to talk about this team that they had in 2024 just briefly before we start this show, man. I mean, this offensive defense was everything you wanted in the SEC. And, I know you've got the stuff right there in front of you, but, man, I don't know. This team is the biggest Mason puzzle pieces I've ever seen when it comes to a SEC team, aside from Auburn, because them boys. Anyway, all right. So talk about Ole Miss in 2024, and let's just dive into what the offense and defense were, and then and follow up with some statistics behind that, Kyle.
Yeah. So, they went 10-3 last year. They won a bowl game. They played Duke. Had, like you said, a lot of turnover. A lot of guys, Prescorn, Dart, went to the NFL. A lot of their top-tier guys left. They got beat in 3 division games, Kentucky, LSU, and Florida. Now, that Florida game is what put them – they were in the talks for the top 12 at the end of the season, but that Florida game is what took them out right there. So –
yeah, and I mean, you can't blame that on the defense, that game. I mean, sure, they didn't stop. Well, they do win games, but when your quarterback throws 3 interceptions in the last minute of the game, I mean, come on.
No, I'm saying you can't blame the defense on any of those games. The defense played solid on every single one of those.
Yeah. So
yeah, they were like in the top of the conference in offense and defense at the end of the regular season.
So, I mean, speaking on the offense, I mean, me and you was talking about this, or we was all talking about it before we recorded. Go ahead and give that little stat that you got on the offense. I mean, it's mind-blowing to me.
So, second in the nation yards per game, 526 yards a game. That right there alone is kind of mind-blowing, right? Do you hear 526 yards a game? They lose 3 games. Dart is a stud. Dart was a great college quarterback. Could not win when he had to. He could win a big game, but the ones that he had to win, the sleeper teams like Florida, Kentucky, I'm not going to say LSU because LSU wasn't a sleeper team. Those 2 teams, like, they had to win, and they couldn't. Kind of similar to Bama last year. They had to win Vanderbilt. They had to win Tennessee. Couldn't do it. So 526 yards is crazy. That's yards a game. That's an average. So, I mean,
and it seems pretty repetitive for Kiffin, though. I mean, Cam, what do you call him?
I call him Choke Kiffin, Lane Whiffin, and look, I'm an SEC fan.
Polo draws sipping. Let's go, baby. Like,
look, I'm an SEC fan. I'm a Mississippi State fan. I want Mississippi State to do good, but we all know how that's going. And look, you can go on record and say this. I will pull for Lane Kiffin. and I was hoping he'd do something good last year. I felt like he was finally going to turn that leaf. He had the team to do it. One of the best teams in the SEC, and still choked when it matters. That's his legacy right now. Is when it matters, he cannot pull through.
So I think they did have the best SEC team.
They did.
Athletic-wise.
They did, absolutely. Roster-wise, but that's what everybody says is a good point about the transfer portal. It's a Band-Aid, right? It's not made to build a team and build a program. It's a Band-Aid to help you get to next year. And bottom line is, Ole Miss overspent for that roster. And it's not because of the players. It's solely coaching decisions, in my opinion. That was the bottom line of it.
You know who that team is for me this year?
Say it.
LSU.
Oh, okay. I thought you could hit me. Thought you could hit me right there, buddy.
No, dude. Hey, Auburn's going 7-5. We ain't worried about them.
Not overselling anything, huh? So one more point for 2024 before we dive into the roster and the schedule breakdown. 2024, Ole Miss had 8 players selected to the NFL draft, which was the most for the program since the beginning of the 7-round format in 1994. And I got one more stat to break to y'all right here. In 2024, Ole Miss allowed only an average of 14.4 points per game on the defense, which ranked second in the conference. Second in the nation behind Ohio State.
Yeah,
they only allowed 309 yards per game on an average in SEC play. So, allowing Ole Miss to be boasted for the best rush defense in the SEC, allowing average of 79.9 rushing yards a game. Them stats, brothers, them stats right there. Come on, man. Like, how do you not take it to the cleaners with that? Like, I can't.
They're averaging 220 more yards a game than their opponent. And they're losing 3 games.
They lost 3 games.
Dude, I was at the Grove. I was in Oxford when they was playing LSU. Bro,
that's silly.
That was wild. That was wild.
All right, well, let's go in and quick killing all Ole Miss's fans' hopes and dreams if they haven't already got off the podcast. I hope they're still here listening because there is some positive going to come out of this show. I promise. If y'all ain't got nothing to be pumped up for the information we are about to give you. So, Kyle, when we're speaking about Austin Simmons, we're talking about this quarterback that's coming in, getting ready to take the reins over for Ole Miss. Give us some information about Austin Simmons and who he is, where he's from, how he ended up at Ole Miss. Give us all of that.
Well, I think he's pretty much talked about enough, right? He's a dual sport athlete, big lefty pitcher for Ole Miss. I want to say he was touching 92, 93. What do they say? That's throwing cheddar. But he was bringing it, right? True sophomore from Miami. Per 247, he was initially ranked 58th in the nation until he reclassified. Then he dropped to a pretty highly rated 3-star. As Bryce liked to say, that's 2 more stars than me. as a 35th ranked quarterback in the nation, but was still ranked top 100 in 247 and ESPN. Those guys that are doing 247 rankings and doing ESPN, like, they know what they're doing. They know when there's real talent. We've talked about him a little bit. What was he, 9 of 12 in his passing last year? He came in during the Georgia game when Dart was hurt, needed a big step up, and the quarterback went 5 of 6, drove him down, scored a touchdown against Georgia when Georgia was still hyped as the best team in the nation. So I think he's got a little dog in him. I am interested to see what he does this year, but he's a gunslinger. He's got a big arm.
Yeah, and going off his full stats in the 2024 season, right, there's not a lot to go off of, but he was 19 for 32 with a completion rate of 59.4, 282 yards. His average was 8.8 yards a throw, 2 touchdowns. His longest was 35 yards. And,
What about rushing?
It's not a. Let's see. It's not here.
I don't think he's had much rushing.
He is a runner now. I will say
He's
he has got
he's
the
listed as a dual
wheels on.
threat.
Yeah. All right. So 5 carries for 14 yards, 2.8 yards a carry. Longest run was 9 yards. So he had more bad than good on that. But I mean, we're talking about a whole year under his belt in the all season to get, this is his offense now. And Austin Simmons, he is a dual threat. I know that he didn't show a lot of it last year solely because Jaxson Dart was there. This was Jaxson Dart's team. Now this is Austin Simmons' team. And I can assure you, as bad as I think Lane Kiffin chokes when it matters the most, choke Kiffin, but he has found a way to build this team around him, which brings us into our next point as to who can step up on this team this year to be key contributors on each side of the ball. And Cameron, I'm going to let you have it first on this.
Yeah, so I picked Sunie Perkins here. He had 60 tackles last year, 10.5 sacks, and interception, and he is already a preseason All-American. He has been on 2 watch lists for the best defensive player, the Bednarik Award and the Bronco Nagurski Award watch list. So I think he's a sophomore or coming in to be his junior year. I'm not sure about that, but junior. Okay, yeah.
He's going to.
And but that dude, he's expected to make a big impact on that defense, and that's what they need. They had a lot of turnover. We all know that. So I think he's going to be the center of that defense at wheel linebacker there. So I think he's going to have a good year.
Yeah, 60 total tackles, 32 solos, 28 assists. Listen to this, boys. Are you ready for this? 10.5 sacks on the year for 2024 is what this kid pumped out.
Yeah.
10.5 sacks with 1 interception. I mean, this guy has got to be the leader on the defense this year. You could argue and say that if it wasn't for all the dogs that were on defense last year, that he would have been last year with them stats alone right there. But now that they're gone, most of them are in the NFL, whether being drafted or free agents. Yeah, I'm with you. Perkins has got to step up here, be the leader of this team. But let's talk about the offensive side of the ball.
So I got Kaden Lee, right? He transferred from Missouri? Is that right?
No.
No, that's somebody else.
That's Kiwan. That's Kiwan Lacy. Yeah.
Okay. All right, yeah, Kaden Lee. He's a stud, right? Real elusive, really quick. Not only just your kind of explosive guy, but he's also a real good possession receiver. What I mean by that is, again, as a quarterback, when you're looking for your big play, right? You got Ryan Williams, you got Cam Coleman. For Bama, your possession receiver would be Jeremy Bernard. Well, this guy's both, right? He's your big play and he's a good possession receiver. He's going to get in and out of his breaks quick. He's going to be open on a 10-yard out. He's getting the first down, but he's catching the ball. He's got great hands. He had a great year last year. I think it's a good tool for Austin Simmons to have, knowing that he's got this kind of veteran, wide receiver coming in with him that he can throw to. I think he's a great athlete. I think he's a great player. Again, if Austin Simmons uses him correctly, they're going to put up big numbers.
Yeah, Kaden Lee, a junior, 5'11", 175 pounds, Kennesaw, Georgia. Coming in at 2024, he had 57 receptions, 874 yards, right? And this is a team. He got 874 yards when Trey Harris was still there. Like, Trey Harris was the wide receiver one. Now, when he did get hurt, and Kaden Lee stepped up to the plate. But, yeah, 874 yards, average catch, 15.3 yards, average catch. Of 2 touchdowns, with his longest being a 58-yard touchdown. 58-yard reception. And he also run the ball for him. Not a lot, but he had 2 carries for 18 yards, averaging 9 yards a carry. So, yes, Kaden Lee, I mean, we just talked about it with Perkins. Now you're talking about it with Kaden Lee. What we call him, Sunie D. Perkins? Sunie D. Perkins?
Sunie D. Perkins.
Make it a thing. Common fan started it. I don't want to hear nobody else say it. All right. Sunie D. Perkins, leader on that defense. Kaden Lee's got to be the leader on this offense. But, guys, I want to throw somebody in here a little sneaky on y'all that I'm high on, that I was studying up on him, ever since we were talking about doing the show. He's a sophomore transfer coming in from Missouri, and it's Kiwan Lacy, right? This guy is very shifty. He comes in with a pretty decent size to him at 5'11", 200 pounds. But this is where he's gonna play the factor here, because we talked about Austin Simmons, what we think that he can be, that dual threat quarterback this year. A lot of Lane's offense, and it seems like a lot of offenses these days go into the RPO system, but with Kiwan Lacy in an RPO system, as shifty and as well as he moves and adapts and how he's able to make plays when it's botched in the backfield, with that RPO, especially if he comes out early in the season, right, and he comes out and makes a couple big runs, a couple good plays, maybe a screen pass toted up about 20, 25 yards, something like that, where defenses are starting to get threatened by him being on the field, you can see that open up the field for Austin Simmons, right? That's where you get your Kaden Lee down there on a deep shot on a 2nd and 6 or a 2nd and 7, right? And he's taking them deep shots to him because they're biting down on Kiwan Lacy to get them to a closer 3rd down conversion, and then you're looking at 6 points right there. So Kiwan Lacy, in my opinion, is going to be a major factor in making Austin Simmons successful in this offense, because if Kiwan Lacy is successful, that takes the pressure off Simmons' back, and that leaves Kaden Lee wide open downfield.
Yeah, any successful offense, they run to open up the pass and they pass to open up the run.
That's right.
Lane Kiffin killed it at Alabama because he always had that big running back, the guy that was getting 5, 6, 7 yards per carry average, and he had a quarterback that could sit back and understand when the defense was biting down hard on the run. That's when they hit the big pass. Don't think he's not going to do it this year. Lane Kiffin, he knows what he's doing. He did it with Jaxson Dart.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm with you. I don't know if you want to touch on the transfer portal yet, but
hit us, Cam. You little stat book, you little stat book.
Man, they're second. They come in second in the transfer portal. And what I wanted to show to you guys, let me pull it up right here on our lads. If you look at their depth chart, predicted depth chart off ourlads.com. So your normal receivers, you have X, Y, and Z. So the X position, you have 2 transfers.
Isn't it ABC? Why isn't it ABC? Why is it X, Y, Z?
Probably Lane Kiffin's coming up with it.
Sabin said it that way. True.
No. So they have, on the X position, they have 2 transfers coming in. In the Z position, they have 2 transfers coming in. And then the only starter receiver from last year was Kaden Lee from Ole Miss. Okay, so that's 4 incoming transfers that's going to be in rotation, and the guy behind Kaden Lee is a true freshman. So we talk about this running. This Kiwan Lacy guy is going to have to step to the plate, but at the same time, is these guys going to step to the plate and make the plays downfield whenever you have the option to go stretch the field?
Don't you think that Kiffin has learned that this transfer portal, he cannot build his roster off the transfer portal? Don't you think that guy? Do y'all think that he would have learned that from last year? That's great. That's great that he made that rank in the transfer portal, and that's great that he's got all these dynamic athletes coming in. But the chemistry for this team wasn't there.
No,
it wasn't there. They won ball games, not taking that away from them, but at what cost? Going 8-4 in regular season, or was it 8? Was it 9-3?
9-3.
9-3. So
they had a 10-win season, and I'm not taking that away from them, but you're not going to get to the Alabama status, the Georgia status, the Texas status, that even, LSU's hit a rough spot the past couple of years, but I'll even throw LSU in that. You're not going to hit that status by relying on a Band-Aid from the transfer portal. And I'm proud of them that they're trying to salvage their roster and salvage their team. But it's like, we've seen this already, Lane. We've seen this from you, dog. Like, we know what this results in.
Yeah. So that's exactly my point on the offensive side. You have 4 receivers is going to be in rotation that are new, a true freshman. Then you have 2 linemen coming in that are transfers. So that's a whole new offense, and that ain't even the best part yet. The defense had 7 transferred in to start. 7 transfers on D. So, hey, it might be the year where the transfers show out. The transfer portal comes in clutch. We don't know, but at the same time, we know it's going to be a new team. It's going to be a new team on offense and defense.
See, that's the problem with the transfer portal. That's the problem I have with it, right? You are building a new team with people that all played for different teams. Yeah. So they're all going to have different mentalities. They're all going to have different opinions. They're going to look at things differently. That's why you watch Sabin when he finally started to get into the transfer portal. He would get the 1, 2, 3 guys he had to have. Jahmyr Gibbs, Jamison Williams. Like, he didn't go out and build a whole new team. He went and got a running back that he had to have to pair with Bryce Young. He went and got a wide receiver he also had to have to pair with Bryce Young. BY9. I mean, like, the dude did not go crazy. Kalen DeBoer's doing a good job. He's not bringing in 30 people, right? He's bringing in just the right guys that have that same mindset, that can fit the standard, and, just come in and just they're that last missing piece of that puzzle. Lane Kiffin, he's not fixing his puzzle. He's getting a new one, and he's trying to put it together.
Yeah, before he's even put together the last one before that. So
yeah, anyway, it's still over. It's on the shelf. It's back in the box.
Lane Kiffin's got 20 puzzles over here that he's missing like 5 pieces to, and he's just like, screw it, I'll get another. All right, look.
Yeah, let's get this over here.
It's not all doom and gloom, but it might be after our predictions. It might be good. We're fixing to find out. So Ole Miss's FanDuel odds for the over and under win totals for the season are set at 8.5, with the over being at -188 and the under being at +152. So FanDuel's money is laying on Ole Miss going over 8.5 wins this year, boys. And we're going to see. They're going to see. Because we got the schedule right here. And this is part of the show where we can go, where's the Drake horns? Ba, 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 ba. Schedule predictions. Did you like that, Kyle? Did you like that?
Easy.
Did you like cheesy. That? Did you like that former 1-star recruit out of North Carolina, Kyle? Did you like that?
Yeah.
Look him up on Huddle.
All right. Yeah. Flex us your Huddle highlights. If y'all can find your best Kyle Do It Huddle highlight, please send the link in the comments on Facebook. Text it to me, however you can, because I want to see it, and it will be included on this show, okay? So,
we'll do a highlight breakdown.
We'll do a highlight breakout on how and why Kyle Do It did get recruited to North Carolina. All right, August 30th, you kick it off the season versus Georgia State. Guys, we even need to elaborate on this one, or are we just going to give that a dub right away?
It's a dub. That's a dub.
All right, it's a dub. September 6th, I can arguably do the same thing right here at Kentucky. Look, me and Cameron touched on this on the show the other night. I know Kentucky slipped in there on them last year, but I can promise you, if I know one thing, if I know any acronym of football, Lane Kiffin is going to absolutely beat the crap out of Kentucky September 6th with an absolute vengeance, and it won't even be a close ball game.
My kids are playing with the lights. Yeah. The only thing Kentucky's got going for them is they do have a stud receiver that I wish did not leave was Kendrick Law.
Did not know he went to Kentucky.
Yes. Kendrick Law.
Holy
he's
hairball. Holy airball, Kendrick Law, what are you doing?
Yeah, Buddy was coming into the Bama this year as a lock at receiver.
Cam, you taking Kentucky on this one?
Yeah, no, I'm not taking Kentucky. That's a dub for Ole Miss there. They're not.
Well,
They're not standing a chance in that.
All right, so we all three got Ole Miss at 2-0 right now. Yes.
Yes. 2-0.
People that are listening on Apple Podcasts can't see you shaking your head, Cameron.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, yes. 2-0. Sorry.
All right, September 13th versus Arkansas. And look, Arkansas is typically pretty decent beginning of the season. They typically tend to squeeze away ball games. Unfortunately, I think for 2025 is going to be Sam Pittman's last year. Give me Ole Miss winning this game, putting them at 3-0.
3-0. Taylor Green is going to be a stud, but still 3-0.
Kyle's cooking over there. Kyle's cooking right now. He's supposed to give this hot take.
Hey.
It's probably going to be my TikTok for tomorrow. Let's go.
Hey, Arkansas did big in the transfer portal too now. But it's going to go against everything I say about the transfer portal. I think it's a must-win for Ole Miss. I think it's going to be a big test. I don't think it's a move on, kind of thing. I think they win. I'm going to take 3-0, but I think it's going to be a big test. It's at Arkansas, right?
No, it's at Ole Miss.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, Taylor Green, he's a good quarterback, and we haven't done an Arkansas prediction yet. And
he's a little bit more experienced.
If you're going to be an Arkansas fan, you probably don't want to tune into that show. I'm just going to be honest with you. It's probably going to be a rough.
Yeah. I'm taking Ole Miss 3-0. It's going to be close.
All right. So September 20th, we have Ole Miss versus Tulane. And Kyle, you probably made the biggest point the other night. We was talking about this Tulane Ole Miss game. And I do believe that is without a doubt, a trap game. I mean, guys, wasn't it 17-7 or something like that?
Yeah.
Fourth quarter last year with these two teams?
Yeah, against the second number 2 team in offensive yards per game. 17-7.
Yeah, and Tulane's starting quarterback was out with an injury that game too. I will add that.
Yeah.
So,
trap game.
Tulane's a good program. Me and Cameron and you, Kyle, we've all talked about John Summerall. He's a phenomenal coach. I really expect him to be the next head coach at Kentucky. I might be wrong on that, but that's my early take on it. But it's at home. It's in the Grove. Give me Ole Miss to win. They're going to start the season 4-0.
Yeah, I'm with you. 4-0.
I'm going to be that guy. I'm taking Tulane.
Say it again. Say it again. I want to hear the names, the teams.
I think Tulane traps them.
Traps who? You got to say it.
Ole Miss.
Right.
I think Tulane
sneaks
out.
Evil on them. You put that evil on them. You put the curse on them.
Don't you put that evil on me, Ricky Bobby. Don't you put that evil on me, Ricky Bobby.
How many teams last year did we say, oh, no, bet the house on them? What happened?
Yeah,
upset. How many
Did anybody expect Northern Illinois to beat Notre Dame last year?
Look.
Did anybody expect Vanderbilt to beat Bama after they beat Georgia? Nope.
Yes, I did. I 1,000%.
Shut your mouth. No, you did not. Same day. Arkansas upsets Tennessee.
Yeah.
That's week 4 for you.
All right. Yeah. So Cam, me and you's got Ole Miss at 4-0 right now. Kyle's got them 3-1.
I think Ole Miss wins. I'm just gonna be the guy and take Tulane on this one, just so we can come back and say, hey, remember this little clip right here? Oh, Dad was right.
Hey, cool with it. You late?
Yeah, I like John Summerall.
September 27th, Ole Miss playing LSU at Ole Miss, and boys, I just think when you talk about the rosters and you talk about the teams and you put it all into perspective, I don't think it matters if it was home or away in this one. You give me LSU winning this game September 26th. And I'm putting Ole Miss at 4-1 at this point.
Same, buddy. Same. Nussmeier's coming in there. This is his senior year. He's got something to prove. First division game there. Well, it wouldn't be the first division game, would it? They didn't play Kentucky and Arkansas.
Well,
Okay,
I don't know about Ole Miss. I mean, we pulled up LSU last time.
LSU would have already played conference.
Yeah. So either way, yeah, I think Nussmeier, for him to run the table like he wants to, they're making a statement that game against Ole Miss, 4-1.
So the teams we literally just talked about, both these teams, right? How Ole Miss, they brought in all these guys for transfer portal. They're using these guys to put pieces together. LSU's kind of the same. So I'm taking LSU winning this one. But Tulane was Ole Miss's trap. Is Ole Miss LSU's trap game?
No. LSU's trap game, South Carolina. Because I don't care. I don't care how good South Carolina is. LSU will still always look at them low.
Ole Miss is 4-0. Austin Simmons is balling. It could be an upset. It could be a game that we're like, no, there's no way they lose, and then they get beat. I'm still taking LSU winning this one. Keep it on the radar.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be a good game. But I think experience of the quarterback here is going to play into effect.
I like Ole Miss's defense.
Yeah.
Better than I like LSU's offense.
So Cam and I's we've got them at 4-1. You got them at 3-2 for October.
No. I'm taking LSU. I'm taking LSU on this one.
3-2.
Yeah, it'd be 3-2.
3-2. Yeah. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we've got them at 4-1. You've got them at 3-2. So October 11th versus Washington State. John Mateer's gone, baby. And look, it's still SEC program. They're coming to Ole Miss. Give me Washington State winning this game, and that's going to put I'm sorry. Give me
I was about to say that.
Give me LSU winning this game, and that's going to put LSU with only one loss on the – dadgum, we're talking about Ole Miss. Y'all got me all mixed up. Thanks for laughing.
Get your head on.
All right. Anyway, Ole Miss, the only loss of the season is to LSU, which would put them at 5-1.
5-1 over here too. Washington doesn't stand a chance. South Mississippi or North Mississippi in the Southeast Conference. They don't come out of that one. So give me 5-1 as well.
Yeah, Ole Miss taking that one.
So 5-1, 4-2. October 18th at Georgia for Ole Miss. Ole Miss beat the crap out of Georgia last year. They're not going to do it again, I can tell you. I've got Georgia winning this ball game. And if Kirby Smart can have it his way, boys, he'd do it by 42 points.
Yeah, he'd hang some on them if he could.
That'd be like them old school Sabin days, 63-7.
So I have Ole Miss at 5-2 at this point. Kyle's got them at you. We're 5-2, Cam. Me and you. Kyle's got them at 4-3. Right?
That's right.
LSU at Oklahoma. Ole Miss at Oklahoma. Why do I keep saying LSU? I'm hung up on that game. Ole Miss at Oklahoma.
Good meat right
October 25th.
I got them for a W there.
You got Ole Miss beating Oklahoma?
No, I got Oklahoma with a W there over Ole Miss. I got John Mateer they're at Sooner Stadium. Ole Miss they get beat there in Oklahoma.
Do they get beat or do they get waxed? Like, is it going to be like a bad whooping or is it going to be a close game?
I gotta see John Mateer in the system, but he's proven quarterback, and I'm a little higher on Oklahoma than I am.
You glaze John Mateer so hard, dude.
Dude, I like him. I think he's going to be a good ball player. I think he's
Kyle,
going to be a good ball player.
Who you got in this game?
I don't know. That's a tough one because Oklahoma is scrappy. John Mateer is good. I just think Ole Miss has got too much talent.
Ooh, bad choice, Kyle. Bad choice.
I don't know.
Dude, Brett Venables is going to be in the same position as Brian Kelly, he's hungry. He's going to be aggressive. They
Yeah,
got
I don't know. With it being at Oklahoma Stadium, it makes me want to take Oklahoma.
And Norman,
Screw it.
yes, sir.
Give me Oklahoma. Give
me Oklahoma with these dubs right here.
Yeah, let's go clean sweep here. Let's go a clean sweep. I'm taking Oklahoma to win this October 25th at Norman, Oklahoma.
Yeah, good choice.
All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have them at 5 and 3 right now. Cam.
Yep.
Kyle's got them at 4 and 4. November 1st, play in South Carolina. And I'm not even going to elaborate on this. If you watch this show and you know this show, I am all about the Gamecocks this year. I've got South Carolina winning this game, and I don't even want to elaborate in it. Lenora Sellers is going to absolutely eat this game on the road at Oxford. Give me South Carolina winning this game.
Yep. I'm taking Sellers. I'm gonna say South Carolina is gonna. They're going to be on their run there, and they're going to make a point.
Yeah. Give me the Gamecocks.
You said that.
So that's 6 and 3. Oh, no, 5 and 4. That's 5 and 4.
All right. Georgia State wins.
4 and 5.
Kentucky win. Arkansas win. Washington State win.
I got them 4 and 5.
Yeah,
you've got them 4 and 5. We've got them 5 and 4. All right.
Don't even talk about the next one. Let's just move on.
The Citadel dub, right? We're giving them a dub on the Citadel. Yeah. I do remember the Citadel playing Alabama probably harder than I've ever seen any FCS team play them before till the fourth quarter, and then Alabama absolutely
on Bama's championship run. Like a year they won the national championship.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was like 21-7 going into the fourth quarter.
All right. Ole Miss versus Florida, November 15th. This is a good game.
I'll go ahead and tell you my prediction on this one. I think that Florida is going to be on a run with Lagway if he's healthy. And this is a game that Ole Miss gets back at Florida for knocking them out of the playoffs last year. I think Ole Miss beats Florida to knock them out of the playoffs.
I was going to say the same.
Yeah. I think they're going to find a way.
I'm splitting for y'all on this one. I got Florida winning this game, November 15th. I think that roster-wise, for these two teams, I think Florida is got a better roster than Ole Miss. I think DJ Lagway is probably, as it stands right now, barring no injury, I think he's a better quarterback than Austin Simmons. And I think Billy Napier is a better coach than Lane Kiffin. And I think that with Florida and the stakes that they have this year are going to be just as high. Look, Lane Kiffin is not in any danger of his job, but Billy Napier is, okay? Billy Napier is. Billy Napier knows he's got to win ball games. He's got to get Florida back on track. I got Florida, and I don't know if it'd be an upset at this point if Ole Miss has lost as many games as they say that as we're saying they have this year. But I got Florida winning this game.
Yeah, no.
I'm give some hope.
Yeah, I'm still taking Florida. I will say that Kiffin's a better coach than Napier, but we can move on.
Yeah. They did coach together under Daddy Sabin.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I'm kind of indifferent in that one. Neither one of them's won anything, in my opinion. So,
I think at this point, Kiffin's got to make a showing, and I think it's at home against Florida.
All right, so up to the 12th game, I have Ole Miss 6-5 right now, and yeah, I think y'all might. I think me and Kyle might be tied at 6-5, and Cameron's got them at 7-4. Egg Bowl, November 28th at Mississippi State. I think, Cam, when me and you done the Mississippi State breakdown, I gave this prediction to Mississippi State with the circumstances of how their season will play out. Right?
Yeah.
I have Ole Miss 6-5 up to this point. And I think Mississippi State's going to be sitting somewhere around the 5-6 point. If they're 6-5 versus 5-6, I'm taking Mississippi State in this game. But if my season is botched and Ole Miss ended up being way better than what I thought they were, or if Ole Miss ended up being way worse, Mississippi State ended up being way worse than what I thought they were, then it swings back to Ole Miss immediately. I don't know. I'm conflicted in this pick, so I'm gonna let y'all two pick, and I got to make my decision as we're recording.
I'm taking Ole Miss.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not gonna go on record and say Ole Miss is gonna beat Mississippi State. So now I'm telling you they're going 8-4 this season. Ole Miss.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like what you did there. I don't. Mississippi State's one of those teams.
But I tell y'all what, if Mississippi State drags them, oh yeah, y'all gonna see old Cam showing out.
I love it. I hope they do.
And I hope they do.
I think that I'm going to pick Ole Miss in this game. I think that's a safer pick at this point.
Yeah.
And I've got Ole Miss finishing regular season 7-5.
Yep.
I'm
going 8-4 with them. Still hitting the under on the 8.5.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely going to FanDuel and pounding the under, bro. Like the money's there.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, just one game though. Tulane. If Tulane, come in and showed out like Kyle said, it would really deplete their season all the way down. I mean, Florida could even beat them. It could be worse than that.
Yeah.
It could be a 6-6.
Y'all got Ole Miss beating Florida, and I don't. So, but anyway, Kyle, did you have 7-5 as your overall? Was that what you had?
Yeah, I had 7-5.
So me and you were at 7-5. Cam's at 8-4. All right. So I got a poll. Me and Cameron talked about this, and we can leave this in the comments. Kyle, I'll ask you since I've already talked to Cam about it.
No, Auburn's not going to win anything.
No. It's about food, baby. We're fat boys.
All right.
All right. Do you like a handmade, thick, juicy hamburger patty, or do you like them prefabricated, already in the package, thin little juicy patties from Walmart on the grill?
Tell them what you like, Kyle.
Bryce, you can answer this question.
You like them thick, buddy? I know.
Do you like to install prefab pipe that you had nothing to do with? You're just a bolt-up guy? Or do you want to fab it yourself? And when you put it in there, in that rack, and you say, gosh, that's some fine piece of pipe right there. That's what I want with my burger.
I want that 24-inch
cheese in the middle of it.
I want that 24-inch. I want that big pipe. I want that big burger.
Yeah. Give me that big boy. I want that burger to look like a 24-inch Schedule 80.
Cam, I think you want a 24-inch, but I don't think it's in what you say. Hey, look. Nah, man, I'm a simplest, right? I mean, y'all ain't never struggled like I have, I guess. I'll be going to that store, buying them little thin patties. And I told Cam, I like to take them.
He's talking to the cast. He ain't talking to me.
Put them on that grill. I like to put them little thin patties on that grill. A little War Kissed Your Sister sauce. Shout out Alabama. War Kissed Your Sister. Some Tony's. Some little, give a little other season in it. You believe that. And then
that's an easy choice for me.
Shredded cheese instead of sliced cheese, right?
Ooh.
Talk dirty to me. And if you want your burger thicker, just throw your extra patty on there. Double them up, baby. So drop your vote in the comments.
Go to Ward's and shut up.
Get you a big one from Ward's.
Go get you a big one from Ward's.
Has Ward's ever left y'all in a bind?
No. I get hungry. I'm going to Ward's.
You know what they say about a man in a bind, right? We're not going to say that.
Didn't you say at the beginning of this podcast you was in a bind?
Hey, no. Hush. Alabama's going 7-5 too.
Bet 100 on it that they ain't.
No, I'm not. I'm not betting 100 on that.
Then hush.
All right, guys. Well, look, man. this has been awesome. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. I've enjoyed it. Thank you, Cameron. Thank you, Kyle. As always, it's a pleasure getting on with y'all and talking a little ball. Guys, please like and please subscribe to the channel. Share it to all your buddies. You can share it and saying, hey, these guys know ball. Check them out.
Well, they don't know ball. They don't know ball. They're just talking.
Or you can share it and say, these are the biggest group of idiots I've ever listened to. Like, share this and tell them how bad they suck. Just like the video and subscribe, dadgummit.
Yeah.
Hey, guys,
and then Bryce is going to cook a frozen patty for y'all.
Yeah, I'll cook y'all frozen patty. Throw a little "We'll Kiss Your Sister" on it. Let's go, baby.
Hey,
look.
Another thing. Comment on the post. Who do you want to see? What do you want to see? What do you want to hear?
Yeah, give us ideas. Give us ideas for sure.
We get out of these previews. We're going to talk all football. So let us know what you want to talk about. What's your predictions?
Yeah. This is our longest show yet.
Yeah.
And I hope people stay here and listen to it. If not, we're sorry we bored y'all to death. But still, share it, dadgummit. If y'all are bored, send it to your grandpa. He probably likes it. All right. This has been an episode of The Common Fan. As always, we'll see y'all next time.
You've been listening to The Common Fan. See y'all next time. Same time, same tailgate.